Hey guys, Chris here from How to Tesla. So, whether you're thinking about getting a Tesla or maybe you already own a Tesla, I thought it'd be a good idea to go over how much money I've actually saved in real life on gasoline since owning my Tesla. So, to give you perspective, I own a Model Y Performance that I bought 11 months ago, and I've put just over 40,000 miles on it. So, the way I do my charging, I travel for work, so 47% of the time I do my charging at home, and then 53% of the time I need to charge when I'm on the road, so I go to Tesla superchargers. Um, the amount that I pay for my charging when I'm at home through my electric company, I end up paying 10 cents per kilowatt hour. Now that's probably going to be less expensive than what a lot of you guys pay out there. That's just my local company and what I pay for here in the Midwest. Now, when I go to superchargers, according to the Tesla app, my average rate is 34 cents per kilowatt hour. So it's almost 3.5 times more expensive to charge at superchargers than it is to charge at home. Now, the good news is most of you guys out there are not going to be charging at superchargers nearly as much as I am. I'm definitely a statistical outlier because of my job. So most of you are actually going to save way, way more than I've saved. So between both home and supercharging, I've spent a grand total of $3,241. Now, this is over the 11 months and for over 40,000 miles. Now, out of that $3,241, $2,557 was spent at superchargers. So as you can see, it's quite a bit of the total price. In context, at home, I've spent a grand total of $678 to charge. So there's a huge difference. But we're here to just talk about what I've personally done. Now, the gas equivalent of what I've paid for in charging, okay? So depending on the type of Tesla you own, in your Tesla app, it's going to tell you how much you would have spent on gasoline. And it's actually going to be different in your app based on the Tesla that you drive. So for my instance, with a Model Y, it's going to compare it to a car that uses premium gasoline and gets 25 miles to the gallon. So if I were to have a car, 25 miles to the gallon, paying premium prices, and it tracks your local area. So it knows on average what the gas prices are in my area. So had I just done this with a gas car, I would have spent $7,051. So the grand total that I saved was $3,810 over 11 months or 40,000 miles. That's actually a lot of money. And for most of you out there, so you figure if I did roughly half of my charging at home and I spent $678, that means that had I done it all from home, I would have spent less than $1,400. So you're looking at like a $5,500 savings. I mean, that's absolutely crazy. You would be looking at about a $500 a month savings on gas if you drove as much as I do and you charged all the time at home. So you can see that it really adds up extremely quickly. This is not including how you pay a lot less as far as maintenance goes, and all the other different ways that you save. And on a pretty neat note, the way that I like to do it, so I've got a way where I save, I shouldn't say save, I get 10% cash back on every penny that I spend at superchargers. I do my banking through a company called M1 Finance, and they offer a credit card, and it's got different tiers where you can save different amounts of money depending on the location that you're purchasing from or the store that you're buying from. So for Tesla, it's 10%. Now, when I put my when I reserved my Tesla, you put that $250 down. I got 10% back on that. I also use Tesla insurance. I get 10% on that. And then all of my supercharging, I get 10%. You can have it just sent directly into your checking account if you use M1 Finance. I actually put it into I have it just go directly into my brokerage account where it buys Tesla stock. So that's kind of a neat way that I like to DCA it. And I don't know if M1 Finance and using this credit card is going to really work really good like it does for me for every Tesla owner. I use Tesla insurance and I supercharge a lot. There is a $125 a year fee. So for me, like, the insurance actually covers that because I pay about $100 a month. But if you do a lot of shopping, like at Dollar General, things like that, you get 10% off. You get 10% off like Spotify, 10% off Netflix, AMC Theaters, American Airlines if you travel a lot, Lululemon. No, American Airlines is 5%. Sorry, I was looking at the wrong screen. But you get 5%. Ironically, BP, Chevron, places that if you own a Tesla, you're probably not going to spend much there. Domino's, things like that. GameStop, it's another really good one that I enjoy. Starbucks, TJ Maxx, United Airlines, Yum Brands, and then 2.5% off at Apple, Amazon, Walmart, Best Buy, Verizon, Walgreens, Target. So I really like using the credit card to get the 10% off. If you look here, I'll show a screenshot. So I've saved, I've gotten back in cashback rewards over $1,400, and I've been using it about a year and a half, and a lot of that's from Tesla. But like I said, it's probably not really gonna be super worth it to a lot of you guys out there if you're not using the Tesla insurance. You don't supercharge a lot. For me, like, I used to have one of those 2% cash back, like it just covered everything. Everything was 2% cash back. I find I get way more back with this just because I try to kind of utilize a lot of those 10% discounts. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. I'll leave a link down in the description for anybody who thinks they'd be really interested in it. I think they got a promotion where if you deposit, like, it's something ridiculous, like $5,000 over the first 30 days, you get a free $100 if you use your referral link. I'm honestly not expecting anybody to do that. And if you have a family member that uses M1, use their referral code, because it's always nice to help out a family member much more than some random dude on YouTube. But anyway, for people out there who spend a lot, for supercharging and their insurance, this is actually a really cool thing. And I've never heard anybody else talk about it. Probably because it doesn't financially make a whole lot of sense for most people out there. But I love investing in the stock market, and they've got a really, really cool brokerage. You can create pies where you invest, so you can allocate certain percentages, and it's just a really cool user interface as far as your investing goes. They've got a high yield savings account that's 5%. You can borrow or borrow margin against what you have in the market. So if an emergency comes up, you need some extra cash, you can just borrow against your stock portfolio, pay it back. Ridiculously low interest rates on that. And they have a checking account and all kinds of really neat stuff. I actually really enjoy using them. I've been using them for a year and a half. I think their FDI insurance is also ridiculous, like $5 million, and most places are $250,000. So if you're looking for a place that does more than $250,000, this would actually maybe be a good thing for you. But anyway, so as far as the gas savings go, it's a few $100s a month for me. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous with the amount of supercharging that I do, that I'm still saving a ton of money. I mean, at 50% supercharging, 50% at home charging, I'm still saving 50% over what I would spend at the gas station. So I couldn't be happier. I absolutely look forward to the day where I don't have to travel like crazy, and then I can take advantage of that other $3,500 that that I'd get to save. But yeah, with that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope it kind of gave you some insight. If you're looking at getting a Tesla, I hope it kind of gives you a generalization of what you can expect as far as what you're paying. And like I said, man, charge it home if you can. It'd be, you know, less than $1,400 for 40,000 miles. Absolutely ridiculous. Oh, and you also want to take into account, it's not all rosy and amazing. You do want to install a level 2 charger in your house. I think it cost me right around $1,000. But I've also saved well over $1,000 by using it instead of going to supercharger. So it literally pays for itself in no time at all. With that, guys, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you next time.